everybody. Just doing a quick little recording here to give you a bit of an update both on Captain of Industry and my current state of technological affairs. So, unfortunately, I haven't been streaming too much, obviously, for quite some time due to life issues and technological issues. Technologically, I made a little bit of a gaffe in some ways a while ago. Let me bring up Captain of Industry here. So essentially what happened was right before COVID started, I had dual 480s. Good cards, nice power, so on and so forth. But the primary card had to be swapped out with the secondary at one point because of some artifacting that was starting to happen, so on and so forth. Unfortunately, means that the cards are going, sort of, and I just need something better for new games and all. So I thought to myself, without properly researching, I'll dual video card. Go ahead and I'll get two 5500 XTs. Didn't realize they got rid of Crossfire. Now, of course, my second computer ended up taking the second 5500 XT, but of course, that computer motherboard went on it, so I gotta get a new motherboard. At the very least, if not, probably just do a whole rebuild, but that's more expensive than what I have just done. And that is, I am now currently waiting on a brand new 3070 Ti. Yes, I can't believe it, but I'm jumping ship. I am an AMD fanboy. I have used ATI since before AMD bought it. However, due to the pricing of relative card levels, I found that the RTX 3070 Ti is probably the better choice to go with. As such, I am now expecting it tomorrow. Tomorrow being Wednesday, June 29th. Got my fingers crossed. Can't wait to see how this is going to go. Hopefully it makes streaming a lot better. It makes gaming itself a lot better. So I won't have to deal with the lag. You'll probably see a little bit of lag here in this recording. It's an unfortunate issue due to the fact that the video card really can't keep up with high graphics, especially when you're in factory games where right here, I mean, like, this is the main city center. There's so much going on here that it's got a lot to process. It starts to bog down a bit. So that's why, as I'm showing you here, I continue to play a little bit of Captain of Industry just by myself. I really like the game. I've been having a lot of fun. I've already got about 300 hours in the game. Not even lying. It only just came out, what, a month ago? Not even. Mind you, of course, 300 hours is also... I tend to leave my games on sometimes when I go to sleep, so I end up getting 10 plus extra hours kind of a thing by the time I'm playing it again. So there's a little bit of a skew of me not actually being there, but regardless, this is what I've been able to do so far since the last stream. I've expanded up to the next plateau, gotten corn production going, moved my vegetables up to here because I used to have a vegetable farm right here. It gives us a little bit more room right here for moving goods and stuff, and of course the fact that I'm working on the iron mine, and that is due to cascade effect of things falling in. We're going to get closer and closer to where the farms are, so it gives us a little bit more of a safety buffer. Now, I hope to tomorrow, if and when the card shows up, as currently it is slated to show up tomorrow, I hope to have a at least quick little stream going, just to test the card out, see how powerful it is, see how the computer overall reacts. Honestly, should do very good, I think. Excuse me here. Ugh. The only thing that's really been bogging my computer down at this point is video card and hard drives. I'm I've only, since the same time that I bought the 5500 XTs, been slowly, finally, working on replacing all of my mechanical drives with SSDs and NVMe's. I currently have an M2 that runs my operating system, just to get as much speed as possible for that. And then I have a single 1 TB. It's only 1 TB, unfortunately. Uh, Samsung 870 Evo? An 860 Evo? I don't know. It was Samsung. I can't remember right now. I already filled that drive, of course, moving things around. So unfortunately, the other terabyte or two of video games that I have, I need to get in. They're on mechanical drives, like regular mechanical drives, not even like Western Digital Blacks. They're on Western Digital Blues. Just regular old drives. So I need to replace them at some point. Actually, Captain of Industry here, if I'm not mistaken, is on a regular old blue drive, which is part of why it takes a little bit longer for it to load, and a little bit of why I keep getting lag here and there. So, of course, more SSDs would help, but one step at a time. And definitely the video card was honestly my absolute biggest bog, because yes, it may take time to load from a disk to the RAM. However, once it's been loaded, for the most part, you shouldn't have to reload it, and still I get lag, and it's purely because of graphical issues. So I hope to see a lot of change in regards to this card. Without further ado, we'll go through a little bit of what I've done here on Captain of Industry. So first and foremost, I have heavily upgraded the coal power plant. We're now starting to use Tier 2 power generation, producing a lot more power for the amount of mechanical power. We're basically at a 1-to-1 ratio, which is great. It's high efficiency versus being, what was it before? About a 2-to-1 ratio. Slowly changing out the turbines to get more and more steam going through, which really isn't a huge issue at the moment, but so keeping up with power. And of course we got a little bit of our cooling towers going to help recycle the water. It just makes it so much more of an efficient system. The copper system has also been upgraded. Steel has been upgraded. Everybody's using the Tier 2 now. Blast furnaces and recipes. This, of course, as I said, increases efficiency. So I'm producing so much more than I used to before. We're actually starting to keep up with things. I was having issues before I got to this level of having to basically shut one industry off a little bit so that then another one could catch up, and constantly having to go back and forth until I was able to reach this point. I don't know if anybody can see it in the recording. I'm personally seeing it on my side. I see the stuttering a little bit of these vehicles moving along. But my current project right now is I'm slowly building up a little bit of water here from only, 2 water pumps to begin Tier 2 fuel distillation. My big issue with fuel is that we're just very inefficient. I mean, using these basic distillers, it gets you fuel, definitely. But look, I'm taking 18 crude oil and only getting 8 diesel out of it, and then a bunch of wastewater and exhaust. It's better to use these fractionators here, the distillers, and slowly break down everything into what you need. So obviously got a whole bunch of people, been continuously expanding the settlement. I'm probably going to actually expand this out a little bit more at some point, but I'm trying not to at the moment because they still need to finish this section up right here, and I'm using a lot of material for it. I've got my industrial area, which also has, let's see, geez, a lot, right? Yeah, tons of area that needs to be filled in. And I have right here what has only just been started, a ramp system to the 3rd tier of land. As currently all of my wood is coming from a sawmill. which I still haven't automated, so it's actually, I just keep sending my main ship to go pick up stuff and bring it back every so often. But, like I say, hopefully this will all be caught up soon enough. Let's get that biomass going. That's another thing I'm doing here with the uh, Tier 2 oil production, excuse me. Whew. Is to be a little bit more efficient and use more less exhaust, or produce less exhaust, I should say. I'm trying to use the biomass from the settlement to power a lot of things. At least for that, like say the oil industry. You see right here the biomass. It does take a lot of biomass, 12 biomass, to produce the steam. But I only get 4 exhaust versus 6 exhaust for coal. Animal feed, I'm not there yet anyway, and once I do start producing animal feed, which is very soon, I'm actually thinking about doing it. I needed to feed the animals. I mean, I'm gonna start up with some chicken farms. People need more food. I mean, all I'm feeding them right now is potatoes, vegetables, and corn. Not bad. I mean, from a nutritional standpoint, considering vegetables is a very broad thing, and I'm gonna have to guess that you're not just growing potatoes. You may be growing some onions or something too. In reality, our people have some good, healthy. Ooh, yeah, excuse me. Some good, healthy options. But we got a ways to go. I also got to fix up the oil industry because, of course, the only real oil that's coming in right now is what's left in the ground resources. And I do have my oil rig going, but again, as I said before, with even the sawmill, I don't have a single cargo depot set up. So I don't have ships bringing stuff in just yet. And that, my friends, is definitely something that we need. So I'll get that changed up soon enough. Unfortunately, this iron industry, I haven't actually done anything with the exhaust. They're still just directly exhausting, but same, of course, the rotary kilns here. But I have these guys piped to just a single large smokestack, which it's, yeah, okay, so it's directly exhausting. Really sickness going on? Oh, wow. Okay, never mind. It's all that pollution. But I do plan to route that exhaust over to here at some point to make it way more efficient system. Actually, maybe I'll do that right now. I'll say part of the reason why I'm also doing a video is I have slightly limited time today. I've got some things I need to do. Head over to my parents to help them out. Been a couple weeks since I last visited them, so oh man, excuse me. Fortunately, the nose is a little stuffy today. I apologize if you're hearing it through the microphone, which I'm pretty certain you are. I'm not 100% certain why I'm so stuffy, but it's been some weird weather around here in New York. You know, the other day when I was at work, It was a horrifically brutal day. And even worse was about halfway through the day, the freaking AC died out at work. So here I am at a freaking factory job, and you can't even freaking breathe just about. And by the end of the day, my arms are getting beat red from, excuse me, my body was obviously trying to cool itself off, but it just couldn't keep up with it. And then the relief showed up, and I was like, thank God. So get that going. And most of what I'm doing here, like I say, is just trying to create a little bit more of an efficiency and hopefully get a better flowing system going. Let's also get the main ship upgraded. The next big thing, excuse me, so this is going to be a little bit more fun. So what I'm going to do is get rid of that, 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 and that. So unfortunately this will slow down our current production, but we can survive for a little bit of time. The idea here is I'm going to finally take all the exhaust that's coming out of the steel industry and copper industry, and also glass. I do have that set up too. And I'm going to actually start sending them over to the scrubbers. The nice thing about the scrubbers is that they help produce a little bit more low pressure steam to help keep the system going at all times, even when high pressure turbines aren't creating enough for the low pressure. As you can see, Tech 1 low pressure is constantly going, but the Tech 2 isn't. We'll also be able to get more sulfur going, which isn't exactly a big thing, and otherwise more CO2, but I'm just direct venting CO2 anyway at the moment. A very, very long time until I'm going to be able to actually take said CO2 and turn it into a usable product, aka graphene. Or graphite. Either way, whatever the game wants to call it. Graphene, graphite, doesn't matter. The main idea is I know that there's CO2 recycling way down the line, and I will say in the last game before I started streaming again, I almost got to that point. I actually almost got to that point. Toggle direction. And then do that and that. I know it seems a little stupid that here I am. I'm basically sending something that's going south back north because the exhaust here from just at least the glass facility, but it's really not a big issue. It's going to be about the most efficient way to pull this off, so Oh, damn it. One problem that the game always has, I feel. It really likes to connect things when you don't want it to. Now then. Take this. There we go. That should be all the exhaust that I need. So the nice thing about the exhaust scrubbing is it does start to produce a little bit of sulfur that you need for other production lines. Of course, way down the road, you start getting CO2 out of it too. And to me, though, it's the steam low, which helps to continuously run low pressure turbines without actually having to use high pressure steam. But it also, of course, cuts down on the air pollution. Look at that air pollution, -5 now. It's just at -14. And it's purely because it just got rid of that the smokestack that was here, and so now it's going to actually start scrubbing instead. The problem is, of course, too, due to doing that and waiting on them to actually build up the pipe system done. Nice. So it's actually starting to flow already. But it takes time until that's going to clear out, so we'll go back up on air pollution, unfortunately, a little bit, but it's not going to go back up as much. So it won't be at 22. We should be, I'm going to guess, 26. And we'll see how things go later on today. Obviously not going to be at my parents' the whole day, and considering I don't have to work tomorrow, even though I work the day after, probably going to stay up a little bit later tonight. So I may actually end up streaming later. So if you do see this before tonight, who knows? Maybe, like I say, I might actually have a stream going and be able to enjoy this a little bit more live, maybe. I don't know. I really would like to stream it. It's just the problem is, as I said before, I get a lot of lag. I can see the stuttering already, even just in this, and all I'm doing is a recording. We're not doing a direct stream, so there's a lot more resources for the computer to use towards the game itself. But there's quite a few different reasons for it. Like I say, my technological issue, which is going to be fixed once I get my new video card, and also the game's early access. Any early access game, I mean, I'm not going to say that they're horrifically unoptimized, but they aren't perfect, of course. You know, the devs are still working on things, and as you add in more things, it unfortunately can open up some little holes that you didn't actually realize were there in the first place. But regardless, I think this is a great game. You know, for anybody who likes factory games, this is a lot of fun. I watched originally Raptor on YouTube playing it, and that's what got me into it, and I've just been hooked. I've been absolutely hooked. It's what I like about it is I feel like the first true factory game I actually played, oddly enough, is Dyson Sphere Program, and that just got me into this whole idea of just continuously building things and just making better and better equipment and so on and so forth. It's really fun. But this adds an extra element because you have the settlement. So I'm not just producing things because I can produce them. I'm not just producing them so I can make money or something like that. I'm producing them so that our people can actually be able to continue to flourish. Just adds a nice little extra oomph to the game, so to speak. Excuse me. Weather's been a little weird here in New York recently. Unfortunately, like I said, it was really hot just the other day. And now it's finally starting to cool down again. And then with it cooling down, then you got pollen and just, ugh. My nose is definitely not super happy right now. I'd really like to work on the water pollution issue, but that's going to take a while because A, I need the space here. B, I need to get the industries running. C, I need to get the industries running. There's a lot of work to do until that's actually going to happen, so. I think, however, though, I am going to... Not enough crew. Oh, that's right, because I did the upgrades. Lot stronger ship, that'll be nice. Do a bit better exploration here. Try to find a few more things. But I definitely need to get that oil too, so. That. No. Come on, game. There you go. There we go. So that'll be the steam into them at least. And we'll take this. Go over. Whoop. Okay, never mind. Thought I messed up there with it making that sound. Here. Incompatible port. Oh, wait, whoops. That's right. Totally my fault. Keep going over here. There we go. So at least we'll get the oil industry started on refining. It's not going to actually get us the diesel that we need just yet, but it's quite a start. Definitely quite a start. So we're already getting sour water, heavy oil, and medium oil. Of course, that's not actually making us any diesel. It's still up to my lovely basic distillation facilities, but this does get us the needed product to be able to produce the actual diesel not too far off, so it's like anything, one step at a time. Okay, stage 2, that's where we start getting into things a little bit better. You know what? I need to redo these two. There we go. Oh, come on. No, god damn it. Oh, I hate it when this game does that. No, I didn't just tell you to freaking go to that one spot just because it just wants you to go there and then continue. No, like, I want you to connect. Come on. Come on. God damn it. Again, it does it. No. Connect. There you go. Did I put on the wrong one? I did. I did. Then I'll at least start to move those products along so that we can hopefully get somewhere. Oh, you stupid trucks. No, there we go. Come on, you can do this game. There you go. Oh, there you go. Okay, well that at least, like you say, gets us started, and now we've got diesel coming in. And the light oil, which is good. Get the stage 3 going at some point. I usually end up putting it over on this side of everything, considering that's getting kind of full already for being able to allow vehicles through, pipes through, whatever. Who do I have that still has you guys? That's who. Okay. Get rid of those. Get them replaced with some actual excavators. Now, the big thing I've been doing is, of course, it's not perfect, but slowly replacing some of the smaller trucks with bigger trucks. Just to try to make it a little bit more efficient per load, so to speak. We're definitely getting somewhere. We at least got what we need to be able to move our people forward. So, that's the main thing. Anyway, I'm gonna probably call it about here. Since I need to get going. You see about what's going on here, and like I say, actually starting to get somewhere. Take a while to. Oh, actually, let me get that well rig going. Put that back, just for right now. But anyway, we're at least getting somewhere. Games continue to move on. We're getting to the point of actually using recycled products a little bit more often, so it's helping to cut down on the absolute need for mining, but it is going to happen, of course, regardless. So, oh, I'm out of wood too. Huh. But it's all things that'll be fixed over time. So, as we continue to evolve, we'll look that much better. Part of the reason why there's corn too, by the way, is there's so much. Let me get those upgraded. I do plan to use the corn for a couple other things. For instance, soon enough, we're going to probably be going into what do you call it? Medical production. And with medicine, I'm going to need the ethanol. I also have found that even though we make naphtha in the stage 3 distillation of oil here, I feel like the naphtha is better used for just cracking back down into more fuel. It's really the biggest thing is that the reason why I'm breaking down this oil is because we need fuel. Especially once you get to naphtha, you can start using it for fuel gas. And the fuel gas I've been using, or I will be using, for instance, to replace our lovely rotary kilns here. We use gas instead of coal, which then saves the coal for other industries and also is a little bit cleaner. Coal makes, well, they make about the same, I think. But regardless, it's a bit of a byproduct, so why not use it up on something like, again, our cement production, which we definitely, we need it. So. But all in due time. Actually, maybe I'll do that really quick before we, truly call it. I never did actually automate the cement here. It's for a few different reasons. But we'll get that done with. Again, it's just... Ooh, excuse me. It makes the system flow that much better. And the cement... Yeah, we'll go this way, I guess. We're gonna go there. You there. That, and last but not least, just need to find a connection point. Come on. I know you got one somewheres. Hell. Huh. Well, whatever, we'll just do that, I guess, then. Yep. So that'll automate the cement production a little bit more and just make things flow a lot better. Cut down the need for our trucks to move things to cement at the very least. It's really the main reason why I use the mod to increase the amount of vehicle, the overall vehicle limit that the game allows. It's really that I use belts obviously left and right. I mean, that's if you don't use belts, you're not playing a factory game properly. Yeah, that's really the only way to put it. But this is all in a rather more centralized area, but when I'm taking something that is, say, produced over here, like wood, and I'm having to bring it all the way over to here, it's so expensive very quickly, and it takes a lot of resources. Well, because it's expensive, it is expensive. It takes forever to get the resources to there. So the more trucks, the merrier. The quicker you can actually build things up, as long as you actually have them sitting in reserve here. So it is something I'm working on. What is going on here? Oh, wood. That's right. No, we already got the crude oil offloaded, as you can tell. It's not like it's a shit ton of crude oil or anything, but obviously it's helping out quite a fair bit, because now we've got a little bit more diesel production going here. The light oil starting to slowly build up. Sour water is going to be a little bit of an issue. Let me get these upgraded. Oh, I forgot about that. Of course, upgrades are going to cost quite a fair bit of resources, but again, it's like anything. It works out in the long run. So it's expensive up front, cool, but you can deal with it, and sooner or later you'll end up having what you need. I need to continuously empty that right now. There we go. That should do the trick for now, at least. Just trying to build up, obviously, a lot of resources so that then we have them on hand for even bigger growth. Right now, like I said, we're not at a horrible point at all. We've got what we need to at least continue to move forward, and no one's suffering. Like I said, we've got, a bit of a food variety going. Could be better, but at least we're getting somewhere. Now with this, I will say, I think I'm going to start to bid us adieu. So at least things have been started, and I'll end up playing a little bit more later tonight. Now, I am putting this video up on both YouTube and Twitch, hopefully. So if you're on YouTube, you can find me at the following, because I'm going to bring it up, hopefully. I think it's on there, right? Well, at least those are my Discord and Twitter and all that. But twitch.tv/ECINNOS. Twitch.tv/Echoes Charlie Indigo Nevada Oscar Sierra. Twitch.tv/ECNOS. If you want to find my live streams, that's where you'll find them. Otherwise, once in a while, hopefully I'll continue to post to YouTube. I hope you all have a great day. Enjoy.